welcome to the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the mega fan of all things Maritime Wrestling. The name is Connor Cook, who ain't no joke. And I want to give a special shout out to the Ultimate Male, Zane Valentine, for giving me that one-liner, because it is true. I'm the man who ain't no joke on this podcast. I work my butt off every day, working on notes, working on the graphics, working on everything on the podcast, especially to keep all the viewers who are listening in each episode. I do a lot for the Maritime Wrestling scene, and I really do appreciate all of your continued support. And I'm going to keep going, and I never quit at all. I kept on going with this podcast right to now. But I'm also here to interview all your favorite Maritime wrestlers, like the stars in the Maritimes, and personnel in the Maritimes, like referees, announcers, commentators, managers, the promoters for wrestling companies, wrestling fans, the staff, like specifically the security staff and the staff who work the merch table, and also the videographers and photographers, and just so much more in the Maritimes. And I got 3 words for you. Support Maritime Wrestling here on this podcast. So, let's get to it. Let's get to the recaps for the shows that were going on last week. So, anyways, I have a shit ton of shows, excuse my language, but I have a crap ton of shows that I have to recap. There's lots of shows, 2 shows going on Canada Day. Capital City Wrestling Canada Day Clash 2, which was in Belle Isle at the Belle Isle Regional High School. I unfortunately did not get any results for that, and I also did not get any results from Wrestling in Windsor Canada Day Carnage as well, so I didn't get any results from those 2 shows, but I did get one result for the Look Prestige Wrestling Brawl at Omaha 12, which crowned the new Look Prestige champion. Patrick O'Neal is your new Look Prestige Wrestling champion, so big congratulations to Patrick O'Neal. I have a lot of great things to say about Patrick O'Neal. He's become one of my top favorite guys, especially he's a young gun, and especially he's learning a lot. He's getting a lot more better in the ring. Really amazing. Really awesome. Like, as a babyface, especially. His theme song, Shipping Up to Boston by the Dropkick Murphys, is a freaking banger song. It really fits him. And he's overall a nice guy though too. And I think he deserved to have some gold around him since he was supposed to take on Big Bad LG Logan Green, but since LG broke his wrist at Shredderton 2 during his tag team match, he was unavailable to, I don't know, he probably had to have someone, like maybe Kerry Killam or someone have to step up to his spot, or maybe like he had vacated it because of his injury. And that would make a lot of sense. I think Patrick O'Neal is going to have a good run with the Prestige championship. He's going to defend it a lot, though. Who knows? It could have like a big feud. It could lead up to a big feud with like Patrick O'Neal versus Big Bad LG Logan Green, or like it could lead up to something even more bigger. But I have so much respect for Patrick O'Neal, and I support the shit out of him, especially. But yeah, then we got, for the next shows, we got Island Pro Wrestling RPW Game Over, which was at the Credit Union Place in Summerside, PEI. So for the VIP, we got Ronnie Payne beat Stormy Hale. And I didn't get any results for what happened with the bull rope match, but I've seen pictures of the bull rope match. I said map. Gosh darn. But anyways, I would say Ryan Denham probably ended that match with him winning it, defeating Namala James Manning. But yeah, anyways. But then for the opening match, I was on the live stream. I watched the live stream. So the opening match had Daniel Wall defeat Starchild. Zatara, specifically Zatara and The Deuce beat Bobby Boyette, accompanied by Ignatius Bill, the Ultimate Male's handler, Zane Valentine's handler. But, so, before, the Deuce had to announce that the Ultimate Male, Zane Valentine, was injured, out due to an injury. So, that's when Ignatius Bill came out, and then they had to replace. Well, Ignatius Bill, I should say, he announced it mainly, and then so they had to have Bobby Boyette take his place. People thought it was going to be Patrick O'Neal, but man, that could have been really good though. But yeah, so to squash out the beef between the Deuce and Ignatius Bill, they ended with Zatara and the Deuce beating Bobby Boyette and winning that match to end the feud there, to end the beef. And then there was the Port City's Finest, Caden's My Time segment, where he brought in a very big name in the independent wrestling scene, the last independent wrestler, the veteran Jack Vaughn. How big is this? This is really awesome for my man Caden to be bringing in someone big like Jack Vaughn to the ring, and it was just super funny, dude. Caden was going on. Well, he was at his time, and like he brought like Jack Vaughn some gifts. He brought him like a shirt. He brought him like the CD there, the mixtape, and he brought him loads of stuff. He brought him like a comb for his mustache and like some shaving cream and a razor to shape his mustache. And then, so the Jack Vaughn, he did a jacket. He did a jacket off with Caden, which was super funny. People were really popping for Jack Vaughn, especially making his debut. It was really awesome for Caden to do that. But then that's when, after that, after the Maritime segment ended, that's when the IPWPI Championship match started, right after the Maritime segment. And, well, unfortunately, the Deuce had to announce that Rugged Rick Owens was also out due to an injury. So they brought out two new additions to the roster for making their debut, and it was none other than Sydney Sweetie making their debut, making his debut, and then Justine Ward making his debut. I should say their debut, but it was really awesome. Great! It's a great opportunity for Sydney Sweetie and Justine Ward, because they're two of the talent from Kaizen Pro Wrestling. I think this is a really big opportunity for them. Unfortunate, it could have been a big moment for Port City's finest Caden to end the reign of Rugged Rick Owens and take the championship, the PI championship from Rugged Rick Owens if he was there, but shit happens. Injuries do happen. And, so, Port City's finest Caden defeats Justine Ward and Sydney Sweetie to become your brand new IPW PEI champion. Now, I think this is a great opportunity for Port City's finest Caden, especially. I have a lot of respect for him. I support the shit out of Port City's finest Caden, especially I have his shirt. I always rock this shirt, man, because he's always been my favorite. I think he's gonna be my wrestler of the year. But yeah, and I think it looks really good on him. He deserves it, especially. But yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna see lots of great title matches with Port City's finest Caden defending that championship against whoever. And then next match, they had Ricky Mortis defeated Jason Boa and Jack the veteran, Jack Vaughn, in a triple threat match. Now I think this was a great match. Uh, it was really great, especially got three of the greatest wrestlers in the Maritimes. Jack Vaughn is really not from the Maritimes. He's just a big name in the independent scene. But Jason Boa, man, he's a fucking beast. Excuse my language, but he is a freaking beast. And he's a unit. Jason Boa is also one of my top favorite guys who also could be Wrestler of the Year, especially. Like, he's very technical in the ring, and he's just amazing. Powerhouse, too. And, man, it's freaking awesome, man. I enjoy watching and supporting Maritime Wrestling. But sorry to switch the subject. But, anyways. And then after the match, Boa attacked Mortis. And, well, yeah, that's when the next match was... where it was in... excuse me. And then it was AWOL, Acadians Without Limits. Pete LeBlanc and Ryan McGrath. Well, Revelation. They took on Revelation, Demonic, and War. Is that how it? Accompanied by Demonic. Well, I should say, so Revelation defeated AWOL, Acadians Without Limits. But during the match, so Famine, it was, Famine, I forgot to mention Famine, though, too, because, well, Demonic wasn't really in the tag team. He was just accompanying them, but... So, as I was talking about the match, so during the match, Famine grabbed Ryan McGrath on his shoulder and snapped his shoulder. Or, I don't know what happened, but fuck, dude. He was in pain, dude. Like, as soon as he grabbed his ankle and pulled it back, not his ankle, his arm, and pulled it back. Fuck, was he ever screaming in pain? And so, yeah, he crawled back to the turnbuckle, and so Pete and the referee there, Adam Palmer, they had to go check on him for any injuries, and he had an injury right on the shoulder. I don't know if it was like a I forgot the word, but it's the shoulder was out of the socket or something. But whatever, brutal. So Ryan McGrath had to get carried out, and it was announced that it was going to be a 2-on-1 match, where it was just Pete LeBlanc and then War and Famine. And then Ryan McGrath came back, and also I forgot to mention, so Ryan McGrath was wearing his sling as usual for when he was wrestling. Just mainly for most of the match until Famine tore that crap off, and like that's when he pulled Ryan McGrath's shoulder, and then that's when all that. But yeah, Ryan McGrath came back in and tagged Pete LeBlanc, getting the tag from Pete LeBlanc and attacking War, and then attacking Famine, but then Famine and War and Famine got the win, and it was a great match. I haven't seen Famine or Demonic yet in person, and plus, like I've seen Fat Howard before, from that's like War, but. And I've also seen AWOL before, A Cadence Without Limits. They are my top favorite tag teams in the Maritime. My top 5, especially. Pete LeBlanc and Ryan McGrath, future Maritime wrestlers, like future tag teams. I could see tag team titles around them. Which, yeah, it was the Logan Mania Tag Team Championships, but that's pretty big. But, who knows? Then, it was the main event. Oh, jeez. So, this was it was a very, like, it was a good main event, but the whole ending was, it was wrong. Mainly because, mainly because the storyline that was gonna happen. But Ryan Schimmel defeats August the Raw. The international draw, August Draw, had to see that, and becomes your new IPW Heavyweight Champion. So I think this was to be honest, it was a wrong move because, just mainly because, I thought, like, August 12 was gonna, like, keep the IPW Heavyweight Championship for a little bit more longer, but apparently, yeah, it was just, yeah, it's just a whole part of the storyline. But I'm okay with that, though. Could have been better, but it is what it is. So, big congratulations to Ron Schimmel for that. I think the IPW Heavyweight Championship will look good on him. First time ever getting the Heavyweight Championship for Ron Schimmel. Another one of the greatest talents from Kaizen Pro Wrestling, and just Young Guns from too. And plus a powerhouse. He's another one of the greatest powerhouses too. Very good in the ring. Very good, like, as both the babyface and the heel. Always really, like, amazing. And then we had, excuse me, the CGPW Lobster Bash. Lobster Bash event, where for day 1, Kristen Hex beat the Crimson Kid. The Teen Stars, Anthony Deuce Harlan beat Sidewalk Sam. X-Ray Cal Cruz beat Corey Good. Corey Uno Ocho defeated Steve Arsenault to retain the No Borders International Championship. So this is pretty big. Then for day 2, Corey Good beat Vincent Tyler, and Anthony Deuce Harlem beat Sidewalk Sam again for the second time. Steve Arsenault and Kristen Hex beat Corey Uno Ocho and the Crimson Kid. And then Sidewalk Sam wins the 2026 Lobster Bash Rumble. I want to say a big thank you to the Maritime Warrior, Corey Votor, from the unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for sending me the results, man. And then we got Superstars of Wrestling. They had their Kings County Carnage, which was in Sussex, New Brunswick. It was in the parking lot. So I want to say a big thank you to Travis Boyce for sending me the results for the Kings County Carnage show. The results for that show were Bryce Sterling, the Blood Threader. Bryce Sterling defeats the Kid, Rudy Lockhart. Then the Hollywood Cole, Alex Robbins at the Superstars of Wrestling Cruiserweight Championship match. That ended in a no contest because what happened, I watched a little bit of the live stream from Hollywood Cole. Twice Journey ran in and grabbed the title from Alex Robbins. So could this be leading up to Trice Sterling getting the Cruiserweight Championship? Who knows? It will be good. Then for Jason Bolt for the Killers, Jason Boa defeated FKA. Wesley Pipes beat Zach Zach Atticus. And then the Slaughterhouse, Mayafa, defeated the ace of Maritime Wrestling, Dick fucking Durning, to become the new Superstars of Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. So big congratulations to Mayafa. Mayafa is another one of the greatest, the Young Guns. But he's also another one of the greatest powerhouses in the Maritimes. Really amazing in the ring. Really amazing as with whoever he feuds. And I think it's great to see the Superstars of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship around the Mayafa. He really deserves it. And I think he will go far with the Superstars of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. But yeah, and mainly that was about it. Their next show will be Bash at the Boardwalk. Superstars of Wrestling Bash at the Boardwalk. And for IPW, Island Pro Wrestling, it's September 5th. Yeah, September 5th. So, we're gonna preview this week's promo for promos for promo of the week. And let's get at it.
This is Superstars of Wrestling's voice, Travis Boyce, and you're watching the State of Maritime Wrestling podcast. And let me, State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast 2025 Commentator of the Year, to introduce your host. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the authority of the Atlantic, the maestro of the Maritimes. If it's New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, or PEI, he's your guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Connor Cook.
Alrighty, so for promo of the week, I have lots of promos to go through. I got a promo from Lincoln Steen about Well, his matches up in Red Rock Wrestling and Dayboys Championship Wrestling, Supercard 5 for his Scramble match, where he's going up against Jonathan Cross, Trice Sterling, Big T, and Chip Chambers for the UCW Heavyweight Championship Scramble match. We also got a promo from Stormy Hale on her IHW Women's Championship match, where she's going to be taking on Ronnie Payne for the IHW Women's Championship. That's actually, I forgot to say that the UCW Heavyweight Championship and the IHW Women's Championship will be defended at Staples Championship Wrestling Supercard 5. And we got a promo from former TNA Renee Michelle, and then a promo from another guy, I forget his name, that also in Red Rock Wrestling. And we also got a promo from the Ultimate Male, Zane Valentine, on his debut, making his debut at United Wrestling Turmoil in Trenton 3. So, the promo of the week for this week goes to the Ultimate Male, Zane Valentine, on making his United Wrestling debut. So now, let's get at it with the previews for the upcoming shows. So the upcoming shows coming up this week, we have IHW Les Boggs Rochester in Petit Rocher, where we're going to see Salem Wilder versus Sarah Stone, Kirk O'Bey, Julian Young, Bathurst's own Leon Wolf, accompanied by Jackson, Hunter Sampson, Oliver Hansen, and the IHW and the new IHW Honor Champion, the Alberta Clipper Chevron. Then we got that's for July 8th, 2026, which is it's tomorrow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is tomorrow. Yeah. I got softball on the same night, so then for July 9th, we got IHW La Grande Val, or the main sale, in Bucktouche, New Brunswick, where we're going to see Bucktouche's own AWOL, Acadians Without Limits, Pete LeBlanc and Ryan McGrath in action. We're going to see Julian Young, Kirk O'Bey, your IHW Honor Champion, new IHW Honor Champion, the Alberta Clipper Chevron, Port City Spinus, Caden, the Ghost, Ricky Mortis, Oliver Hansen, Salem Wilder, Sierra Stone, and more IHW megastars. Then, also on the same night as United Wrestling, we'll be having their Turmoil in Trenton 3, where we're going to see Oliver Hansen, Bad Fat Howard, Wesley Pipes, Nick Strong, Alex Robbins, Nurses Saint, Shizenko, Ryan Denham, Vincent Talon, Ryan Riggs, and Zane Valentine. I should say the debut, United Wrestling debut of the Ultimate Male, Zane Valentine. Then we have, for July 10th, we got the Eagles ICW presents Eagles Cry is S. General Petit Petit, which is Burnt School, I think, I forget. But it's gonna have Chaz, Kirk Obey, Hunter Sampson, and the Maritime Lucha Man, Fantana. I almost said the Maritime Luchador, but that's that. But for July 11th, I got shit. There's a shit ton of shows on July 11th. We got CGPW, Canadian Grand Prix Wrestling. Sorry about your damn luck. It's the barbecue thing where we're gonna see Canadian Grand Prix Wrestling Ultra Violent Champion, the Bully, Matt Bullen, the CGPW Heavyweight Champion, Anthony Deuce Harlem, the owner of Canadian Grand Prix Wrestling, Joe Dunlap, El Fuego Dragon, Highway Heat, X-Ray, Kyle Cruz, and Sidewalk Sam. Then we're going to see the former TNA Heavyweight Champion, Cowboy, James Storm, Nick Teeth, Vincent Tyler, and the Alberta Clipper, Chevron, Kristen Hex, and versus the Crimson Kid. And so, about Big Bad LG, Logan Green, and Rugged Rick Owens were both supposed to be there, but unfortunately, due to their injury, due to what happened with Logan breaking his wrist in Shredderton 2, they're not going to be able to make it. Plus, with Rugged Rick Owens as well too, due to an older injury. It's not going to happen. But then we got Superstars of Wrestling Bash at the Boardwalk. The admission is free. So, free entry. You're going to see the Muscle Beast, Wesley Pipes, defend the AIWF Canadian Heavyweight Championship title against former WWE star Al Snow. How freaking big is his name, dude? This is a really big name. Al Snow has he's wrestled all over fucking Ontario. He's wrestled in Noble Champion Grounds and CG Wrestling, where Giant Orion and Chantal and Matt Kerr wrestles. It's pretty cool. It's fucking sick. And then we're gonna see Alex Robbins defending the Superstars of Wrestling Cruiserweight Championship against Hollywood Cole and the Blood Brother Joyce Sterling in a triple threat ladder match. And then we're gonna see Dick Durning, Mayafa, I should say, since Mayafa is the new heavyweight champion. Mayafa is gonna be defending the heavyweight championship against Dick Durning again. Then also we got East Coast Pro Wrestling turmoil at the Tap House at Daniel's Tap House, Sydney, Nova Scotia. We are gonna see East Coast ECPW Women's Champion Vanessa Craven defending her women's title against the debuting Stormy Hale, who will be making her ECPW debut. We're also going to see the new ECPW Celtic Roots champion Dawson James defend the belt since he took it from Justin Newhook. And we're going to see ECPW heavyweight champion Moondog Dylan Davis. We're going to see Kate Britain's own Shevchenko, the Steel Eagle. Shevchenko, Jonathan Cross, Oscar Andre Maya, Lincoln Steen, Thad Howard, and more ECPW stars in action at Turmoil at the Tap House. And then ECP on July the 12th, we're gonna see ECPW having their free outdoor wrestling event at Electric Candy on Plummer Street in New Waterford Avenue in New Waterford, Nova Scotia. Will feature ECPW Heavyweight Champion Moondog Yellen Davis, ECPW Celtic Roots Champion Dawson James, the Kid Rudy Lockhart back in ECPW. I think he's making his debut, and we're going to see more stars there in ECPW. Then for the 17th of July, we got two big shows. We got the Day Boys Championship Wrestling Supercard 5. We're going to see the Hollywood Heathens take on El Reverso, and his mystery tag team partner. We're also going to see the Maritime Heavyweight Championship match, where we're going to see JP Sims defend the Maritime Heavyweight Championship against Dawson James, the winner of the Neilbrook Cup. And Dick Durning will be taking on Mr. Electric, Johnny DeLuca from Pro Wrestling Ontario. They're really bringing back Johnny DeLuca. And I have to say, Johnny DeLuca was my favorite guy, especially when I saw him. Super freaking nice guy, but the character is like, shit, it is really something. Then, for the first time ever, like I said in the promo of the week, the IHW Women's Championship will be defended, with Ronnie Payne defending her IHW Women's Championship against Stormy Hill. And then the UCW Heavyweight Championship will be defended at Supercard 5, with Chip Chambers defending it against Jonathan Cross, Lincoln Steen, Joyce Sterling, and Big T in a 5-man scramble match for the UCW Heavyweight Championship. And then it's going to be a very big match. The sensational Madison Miles will be taking on Mr. David A. Bush, which will be, I believe, his wrestling debut in a Spring Hill Street Fight match. Now, I think there's going to be a lot of chaos going on here. Especially. Gotta love Mr. David A. Boyce, man. He's the man, dude. And then, the other show that's going on the same night, Red Rock Wrestling Summer Attitude Tour, where, well, mainly, one of the shows is going to be happening the same night as Supercard 5. Red Rock Wrestling will be having their show at the West Prince Curling Club in Mill River, PEI, where we're going to see the new Red Rock Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Kirk Opie. Vanessa, we're going to see the debut of Vanessa Craven taking on TNA, former WWE and TNA star, well, not former, but worked for WWE and TNA, Renee Michelle. In singles action, we're going to see PEI's own, Charlton's own Bradford Dallas, old school Andre Myatt, Shevchenko, the Steel Eagle Shevchenko, Chance White, Narcissus Sink, the Kid Rudy Lockhart, former Red Rock Wrestling light heavyweight champion, and we're going to see the debut of TNA star Cody Deaner, and we're also going to see the debut of Pretty Ricky Wildly, featuring special appearance at the show from Ricky and Randy from Trailer Park Boys. Now, holy shit, this is actually going to be a big fucking show since CCW has brought in a Bubbles, well, before he was arrested. But it's pretty cool that they're bringing in, like, one of the other guys there from Trailer Park Boys. Excuse me. And then for July 18th, well, mainly is the other show for Red Rock Wrestling. There's also lots of other shows going on that same night. Superstars of Wrestling, Monsters Ball, where we're gonna see the AIWF Canadian Heavyweight Champion Wesley Pipes, Superstars of Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion Alex Rollins. Maybe we'll probably see Dry Sterling. Superstars of Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Mayafa, the Bloodthreader Dry Sterling, the Choke for the Killers Jason Boa with Amanda Poison. We also see Genesis will be coming back. We also saw some other big debuts, including another big former superstar, freaking 7 foot 300 pound Donovan fucking Dijak will be coming to St. John. For Superstars of Wrestling. And the other guys, I forgot their names. But F36 or something. I'm not sure, but man. And I think this is pretty big for Superstars of Wrestling to bring in another big star. So heck yeah, that was pretty good. I'm gonna have to definitely go to a Superstars of Wrestling show when I'm back in St. John, hopefully. And we also got Kaizen Pro Wrestling. That betrays, which is back at the Alderney Landing Theater in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. But there's one other event I forgot. It was July 14th. It's going to be, I believe, up on the bridge again. Battle on the Bridge or something, I think. Or, no, it's not going to be Battle on the Bridge. It's something else. It's going to feature... Well, it's going to feature a lot of shit. Especially Mia Malik back in singles action, hopefully. I miss seeing Mia Malik. She'd always made me smile when I'm having bad days. Her vlogs always cheer me up. But Sebi always makes me cheer up too. Because Sebi's just such a great guy too. But there 3 matches have been announced for the It That Betrays show. We're going to see the Ghost Ricky Mortis versus the French Flex Benoit Gravel. Singles action. We're going to see Evan Givens, one half of the New Revolution, versus Ian Pratt We're also going to be seeing a triple threat match where we're going to see Joey White, former Kaizen champion, take on Rip Bison, who will be coming back to the Maritimes, to Kaizen Pro Wrestling, I should say, and Kobe Christ, the Messiah of Maritime Wrestling. Backhands. Boom, baby. Man, I always do a backhands for Kobe, man, because Kobe's the fucking man, dude. Excuse my language, but Kobe's the freaking man. Then, we're going to see UCW Summer Explosion at the Spryfield Lions rink in Spryfield, Nova Scotia. We are going to see, for the VIP, for the first time ever, we're going to see JP Sims with Mr. David A. Boyce versus Mr. Hardcore Channing Decker in a VIP steel cage match. It's not the usual. Usually the steel cage match would be in the main event, but this is a pretty big freaking thing for UCW to do. But also another big name that will be coming, TNA star Mustafa Ali issued an open challenge for the TNA International Championship. So he will be hosting an open challenge at Summer Explosion for anyone in the UCW roster to come out. Oh, I think this is going to be a great opportunity. I feel like it should be someone big, like a fan favorite. I feel like it should be like someone like Rudy Lockhart. It should be like, it should be, a lot of guys though too. Alright. Who knows? We're also gonna see UCW Heavyweight Champion Chip Chambers in action. You're gonna see UCW Tag Team Champions, the Hollywood Heathens, the Hollywood Core, and Ethan Knight in action. UCW Atlantic Canadian Champion Dayton Cameron. We're going to see the debut of Mr. Electric Johnny DeLuca making his UCW debut. Where Rudy Lockhart, the kid Rudy Lockhart, will be in action. Anthony Deuce Holland with Mr. David A. Boyce will be in action. Dead and Dawson James will be in action, as well with Jonathan Cross, Lincoln Steen, El Reverso, and more in action. Well, more UCW stars. And then for July 23rd, we got. Then for the others, we got for Red Rock Wrestling, we got one show up in, well, specifically like up, I forgot where, but it's up in a lot of places like the Mel Credit Union, Morale Credit Union rink, which, well, that's the same night as all that, but there's one more on the 19th. The Fan Appreciation Show there. Yeah, the Fan Appreciation Show. And then for July 23rd, ICW will be having their Summertime Blues event in St. Martin's, New Brunswick. We're going to see the new IHW Honor Champion, the Alberta Clippers, Chevron, Lucha Man Pantana, Stormy Hill, Salem Wilder, Kirkle Bay, Julian Young, and more IHW megastars. And then we got, for July 25th, we got two big shows. Capital City Wrestling Clash 47 Summer Clash back at the Capital Exhibition Center in Fredericton, New Brunswick. We were going to be seeing the two-time NBWA Tag Team Champions, Money Talks, Big Bad LG, Logan Green, and Kerry Killam, accompanied by Walt Wonderful. Then we were going to see the undisputed NBWA Women's Champion, Salem Wilder, the Maritime Strongest Wrestler, Nick Strong, Ace Dynasty, the one Spike SC, and Slick McGregor. We're also going to see Big Dan McCullough, Patrick O'Neill, NBWA, we're going to see Oscar Ironside with Chris Lewis, Larry Horowitz, the future Matt Strong, Stormy Hill, the NBWA Heavyweight Champion, Rugged Rick Owens, and Horsepower Hunter Sampson, known as Rugged Horsepower. They're going to be taking on Crude Oil, NBWA River Valley Champion, the Alberta Clipper Chevron, and Scott Lee Crew in a tag team match for the main event. Then on that same night, we're going to see North Pro Canadian Wrestling, Harbor Echo back at the Area 506 Container Village in St. John, New Brunswick. And so we're going to see the North Pro Northern Star Champion, Dead End Dawson James. We're going to see the Pro Wrestling Ontario Trios Champions, the Highlight Heathens, Hollywood Cole, Ethan Knight, and Chip Chambers. We're going to see the Ghost Rick and Mortis, Sebi, Kobe Christ, and more. And so that was about it for the upcoming shows. I think for the Superstar Wrestling, the Bash at the Boardwalk show, with the triple threat ladder match with Dry Sterling versus Hollywood Cole versus Alex Robbins. I smell a new champion. I think that's what's gonna happen. Since we already got a new heavyweight champion, I think it's time for Dryce to take the Cruiserweight Championship and to end the feud. But who knows? I would like to see another championship around Hollywood Cole again, since he's not only just the UCW Tag Team Champions or the Pro Wrestling Ontario Champion, Trios Champions, but he's the Parkside Champion, and it would be cool for him to add another belt for him, but yeah, and it's gonna be good. I will hopefully be at least one of the shows for the 25th. If not, there was just a lot of the recent announcement for the NBWA Fight at the Fair 3 that was just announced. I'm gonna be there. So if you see me at that show, don't if you see me at the show, come up and say hi and just talk all things Maritime Wrestling, because, well, I would appreciate compliments about my podcast, and, you know, I'm here to just have a great time. I do this podcast for a reason, and it's just mainly because to encourage people to support local wrestling and to support Maritime Wrestling, and plus to showcase Maritime Wrestling as well, along with just bringing in all the talent from all over the Maritimes and interviewing them. That's why I do this podcast, for a reason. And I will never quit. I will keep on going. But that is it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to catch up with all the news in the Maritime Wrestling scene, go follow. Make sure to go follow the State of Maritime Wrestling podcast on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And make sure to hit that like button. Turn on your notification for when more episodes and more content for Maritime Wrestling come out on the channel. And don't forget to subscribe. Smash that subscribe button for all things Maritime Wrestling. Take care. Thanks for tuning in to the State of Maritime Wrestling podcast. New episodes come out every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Atlantic time. That is 8 p.m. Atlantic time. So make sure to join me each week to listen to my recaps on the wrestling shows and talk about the matches that went on at the wrestling shows, going on with the feuds and the title changes and so much more. We also have the brand new promo of the week segment on the weekly show, where I preview promo videos from the wrestlers, where I talk about the story behind the promo video with the feuds and the matches and the whole other stuff that leads up to their upcoming matches in the promo video. And I also give you the scoop on previews on the upcoming events that I preview, so you don't ever miss a thing. And I'm also here to sit down and chat with all of your favorite Maritime wrestlers and personnel in the Maritime wrestling scene. You can find me and the podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Don't forget to hit that like button. Turn on your notifications for when more episodes come out on the podcast, and smash that subscribe button for more news in the Maritime wrestling scene. And thank you all for your continued support on the podcast and for supporting Maritime Wrestling.